Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Welcome back to a new topic. Today I would like to talk the very important topic. That is the perpetuators of the religion. The perpetuators of the religion. The perpetuators of the religions is regarding to a Buddhist monk, or we can say in a full sentence that a Buddhist monk is the perpetuators of Buddhism. In Vietnamese, we get người duy trì Phật giáo. This topic is so that a Buddhist monk is plays very important role to studying, practicing, and teachings in Buddhism. And to show to the world that if without the Buddhist monk or without a missionaries monk who are propagating Buddhism in the countries and abroad, we have to ask ourselves that how can we know and understand the teachings of the Buddha as well. So come to the definitions in this. The orders of monks, in Pali term we call Sanghas, who are the ordained members of the Buddhist religions, have the responsibilities of studying, practicing, and teaching the Dharma, thereby perpetuating the religion. Monks have many rules of conduct to observe. Here only some of their duties in relevant to lay people and some of the admonishments for practice will be given. A. Having householders among her lay people through the principles of practice for the upper directions as follows. 1. Enjoining them from evil action. 2. Encouraging them in goodness. 3. Assisting them with kind intentions. And 4. Making known to them things not heard before. 5. Explaining and clarifying those things they have already heard. And 6. Pointing out the way to heaven, teaching them the way to happiness and prosperity. B. Regularly examining oneself, the monk must be constantly cautioning himself in accordance with the 10 sins to be frequently reflected on by the monk. Puppachita apinaha pachavekana interpalitam. It means that the 10 themes that the Buddhist monk have to remind themselves in the mental or in mind, or the 10 themes, the 10 objects, or the 10 topics that a Buddhist monk have to remind themselves in mind, or to keep in mind and repeat it time by time as well as possible. First, a Buddhist monk have to remind himself that my standing is not the same as that of a layman. I have renounced all statuses. I should live simply and not try to get things my own way. Number 2, a Buddhist monk have to remind that my livelihood depends on others, as I rely on them for my sustenance. I should make myself easily took after and use the 4 requisites reflectively, not out of cravings. 3, a Buddhist monk have to remind that the manner expected of their differs, the manner expected of me differ from that of the lay persons. Whatever is the manners of the monk I must adopt, I must also constantly improve myself. Number 4, in regard to moral conduct, am I still beyond self-reproach? Number 5, in regard to moral conduct, am I still beyond to approach of my friend in the higher light, brahmacharya in Pali term, who are wise? Number 6, I will have to be separated from all that is love and theirs. 7, my karma is my own. Whatever karma I do, whether good or evil, of that I will surely be the heirs. Number 8, the day and night are passing. How am I using my time? Number 9, am I content with a secluded dwelling? And the last one, Number 10. Are there any of those supernormal attainments within me that will save me from embarrassments when later questioned by my fellow monks? Those are the duties and the 10 themes or the 10 topics or the 10 subjects that a Buddhist monk as well as a monist as well as a missionary monk have to remind themselves to walk through the Buddha steps, or in order to walk to the arahantship step. It is very important to say that those are the path to step on the feet of the attainers of the Dharma, And in addition to the topics of the perpetuators of the relations, it really means that a Buddhist monk, we also have the extra one, that is the attainers of the Dharma. Regarding to the attainers of the Buddha, it really means that this is one to regard the one who pay respect to the Dharma. It really means one who pay respect to the Buddha. The Buddha also said that one who see the Dhamma see the Buddha. So now we come to understand the phenomena of one who attained the teachings of the Buddha, come to see how the attainers of the Buddha reflect to the world. The attainers of the Dhamma here mean a liberated one. Just as a trough of the waters does not cleave to the lustrous lip, or waters to the lustrous flower, a shade does not cleave to sign, seen, shown, heard, or experienced, cognized. Attainers of the Dhammas does not faint, does not find over ding dons and gone, or dream about things not yet come. They attain to the present thus are they radiant. Those who are still weak in wisdom spend the time daydreaming about things not yet come and findings over things done and gone, so they become haggard like fresh red uprooted and left in the sun. One without the development which cause the concern of minds and theirs does not have to contend with the notions of mind, and it does without the sorrows of not having. He is not agitated by longing. He has no obsessions. He is not perturbed. He is constant in all situations. Since he is perturbed, his insight is clear and he is free from all kinds of mental concoction. He has abandoned brooding and benumbing and see only ease in all places. He who had attained the Dharma and extinguished the development is always at ease. He who is not attained to sensualities is cool and at peace. Within him no foothold for the development can be found. When all attachments are cut off, all anxieties driven from the heart, and the heart is at rest, peace, and happiness are attained. There's some question and answers regarding to the attainers of the Dharma below. Question: Monk, don't you have any suffering? Don't you have any fun? Aren't you bored sitting by yourself? Answers: Great one, I do not have any suffering, and neither do I have fun, even though I sit all so long. I am not bored. Question: Monk, how is it that you do not have any suffering? How is it that you do not have any fun? And how is it that you are not bored sitting your own? Answers: only those who are sober have fun, and only those who have fun sober. The monk is free of both fun and suffering. This is how he understands it does. According to this question and answer, it really means that for the attainers of the Dharma, even he stay alone or stay in the public, he always maintain his or her mind in standstills and always be mindful and aware of everything happening around him or her at the present moment, and he or she doesn't follow the sensation of sorrow, lamentation, and happy to attach or to associate with her or his mind, so that for the attainers of the Dharma, he can stay alone and always his or her mind is take the Dhammas, take the Dhammas as his refuge, So one mind that attains to the Dhamma and replace the Dhamma, the Dhamma also protect him or her, and Dhamma plays as the important rule to give her or he to cool shelter. So according to these questions and answer, you can further understand that the sufferings or the fun, the fun is the cause of happiness. Okay, I mean that the fun is the cause of suffering, and the suffering also the cause of fun. Whenever you still enjoy with fun, it means that you must experience the suffering. Whenever you controlled by the suffering, it really means that you also can get fun, because fun and suffering, I can say that happiness and suffering is always interrelating to each other, because it's changeable, because it's impermanent. In this themes, I just want to say that there is only Nibbana. The extreme happiness can taste beyond the suffering and happiness. And whenever you always live depends on suffering and happiness, it means that you are living like under the impermanence control, or you are controlled by the principles of impermanence. So, okay, continues. Irritation does not exist in the minds of the noble ones who had transcended the concern with beings or not beings, this or that. He is free of fears and has only happiness, no sorrow. Even the devils cannot receive his mind. He who has attained the Dharmas has no task to do, as his task has been accomplished. As long as he has obtained a foothold, the swimmers must try to his utmost. But when he had paused the place to rest his feet and gone out to dry land, his striving is over because he has crossed to the further shore. While he lives, he is untroubled, and when he dies, he is not sorrowful. A sect who has seen the goal is unsorrowful is even in a sorrow world. Wherever I go, and I am unafraid. Wherever I sleep, I am unalarmed. The nights and days do not burn me. I see nothing in the world that is to be lost. Therefore, my heart dwells in goodwill and kindness to all beings until I fall asleep. So, like a Pali, a Pali verse saying, Kame vayati varanyi Nine vayati vatale Yatha arahanto viharanti Tang phumira manayakang. Meaning, be it a village or forest, inland low or high, wherever enlightened one dwell, that is a place of delight. In the Dhammapadas, that's number 998, you can search for this. So I hope both householders, Buddhist ladies, and Buddhist monks can understand well for the topics of the attainers of the Dharma, and try to make yourself, try to become the attainers of the Buddhas, or the attainers of the Dharmas, to see the Buddha, as the Buddha used to say that one who respect his teaching, respect him. One who see the Dharma, see him, see the Buddha. Thank you for your listening, and one more important thing, I would wish you all try to become the attainers of the Dhamma soon. Namo Buddhaya.